Right then. Oh, let's just grab this a second. Hello, 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 everybody. Hopefully you can hear me loud and clear. Right, now it seems that I'll wait for somebody to get on because it seems that YouTube's not letting me connect. Aha. Hello, whoever's there. Hope you're well. Let me put my mush on. Let's have a look. Hello. Let's wait for you to all jump in. Let's see if we're where we need to be. Let's have a look. So we shall just have a quick wait while people are loading on, as you do. I'm just gonna quickly see if I'm actually where I need to be and everybody's I can see. Oh, hello, Gwyn. Can you hear me? That's the main thing. Dear me. Let's have a look. So YouTube is not allowing me to connect, unfortunately. So we will be on Facebook at the moment. So just let you know, afternoon. Hope you're well, as you do. Let me just quickly go through here, try and find where on here, and yeah, let's have a look, as you do. Ah, fabulous. All right, everybody can hear me. Brilliant. Okay, then. So there won't be a YouTube, unfortunately. As I say, it's not allowing me to connect, so I do apologise. So hello, everybody that's here, and I'm really sorry if anybody's trying to get on through YouTube. It's not going to happen. So it's just going to be here. On a positive note, though, we might try and have a decent view looking down, which will be nice instead of having a side view. So I am going to switch it over. So hi. Oh, look, even my mum's come on for this one. In fact, let me turn the camera around. So mind your heads if you're there we go. Woohoo. So to celebrate Pink Frog, hi Jackie, how are you? My mum's made a pink frog. Look at them little shoesies and everything. So yes, we've got a little pink frog to celebrate Pink Frog. How about that then? So we're down on that date. So the next one is going to be, hi Christine, is going to be on the 16th. Now I am going to pop this into a docking station and hope for the best that, there we go. Hello Andy. Thought I won't be on landscape on this one, unfortunately. Landscape will be through YouTube and it's not letting me go on. So I'm going to try and give us a nice view about there. There we go. So let me just mind that down there. Oh, shop features are all on. Yes, let's say what we're doing today then. So hopefully you can all see everything okay. I have got a sort of running commentary in front of me. Apologies if you've gone over to YouTube and you're not finding it. But yeah, isn't she adorable? A little pink frog to celebrate Pink Frog today. So I'm going to pop her over there. She's going to watch today. She's got a book in her hand. She's proper on it. Now, don't forget, obviously, Dawn is going to be live on the 16th, 4 till 5 as normal. And then we've got all those lovely other events. And there's another sneaky Friday with me. I'll be more prepared for the next one. I know what to expect on the next one. But we're going to have a play with this. Now, Dawn makes some amazing journals and stuff like that. So I'm not going to show you how to make a journal because, my goodness me, she can make them blink of an eye and it's done. But we are going to be doing some nice little sort of envelopes and cards and making some pockets in here. Look at that. Look at the reflection on that. Yeah, no worries at all, Kim. That'll be great. So there's a lot of different things that have gone into this. Now, I've cut this out of the grey board. This grey board, I'm addicted to it. I need to join some place and say, hello, my name's Leesa, I'm addicted to grey board. But these journals are gorgeous. Now, I have used one of the lovely butterflies. Hi, Debs. I've used one of the butterflies on there. And then I've used all these lovely stamps to do that. And I want to take this theme through to the whole of this journal. So, you know, I've used Pink Frog papers through here. The card. So I'm going to show you all these different things. And I'm going to get crafting because I'm going to be bang on an hour. Oh, I know, it's exciting. I'm actually going to do it. So the stamps I'm going to be using today, we've got these gorgeous ones. Now, you'll have to forgive me. Flowers and Verses, there we go. I absolutely adore. This is now becoming one of my favourite stamps, if I'm honest with you. I've then got these beautiful butterflies, and these are the butterflies I've used. Now I've taken the thing of Butterfly Wishes, I think this is called. Hi Lily, hope you're well, my sweet. Thanks for joining us. And then I've got these beautiful words, and this is the Memories and Moments number 27 in their collection. So we're going to be using those stamps. Now I have got a selection of card, as you always do, because you're spoilt for choice. Hi Marie, you're spoilt for choice with Pink Frog. So if you've got the time and effort to be cutting out shapes and things like that with the grey board, do it, because my goodness me, they add so much dimension when you're creating these. Now I'm just going to give you a quick little show. I'm going to move this out the way. Now don't forget, 16th, we're done, bless her. Let's pop that down. Now I've cut out. Now this is the thing when you're fiddling about. I've cut out. Now this lovely butterfly has got antlers. This one, I've done what everybody else does and cut them off. So it's okay, because I just want the wings on this. Hi Rach, hope you're well. Thanks for joining. And then we've got those lovely areas that we can do. Now I've done this quickly on a bit of the 300 Super Smooth, and I've just used some oxides in the background, but look at the different details that you can get just with having that time and effort. If you've got, is it the Myla, I think, and there's that many offers. Hi Annette, hope you're well. So there's always put those little bits of extras in, so I'm going to be using them through the envelopes and the little cardlets that we're going to be doing. But let me just put them over there for you. So this is going to be everything that's going to be going into here. Now this card is absolutely lush. Let me quickly show you. Now Kimberly's very nicely put down all the different bits and bobs for me. She's golden. Stencil film, thanks. I'm no good with words, I just make. Now I'll tell you what, this is absolutely amazing. The amount, I mean, I've put a bit of glitter in there. That isn't on the list, but I mean, I just couldn't resist. Have you seen this stuff? Oh my gosh, the shimmer on that. They make the most divine tags. Gold, rose gold, silver, pink. Oh, I'm in heaven. Now, these can go in our little journal. Now, these metallics. Oh my word. Now, I've just run this through an embosser. I mean, you can't appreciate how the reflective these are. But my God, I mean, hey, there's me. Hello. Yeah, you can. That's how reflective they are, like mirror. They're absolutely amazing. And you get a pack. I'll come on today, my heart. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad to hear that, Annette. But yeah, plain back, and there's a pack. So it's absolutely fabulous. So let me just quickly, just for the sake of, just show you. Now, Andy said, yeah, I'll have a look at these. And I thought, oh yeah, go on then. What you do. But they're gorgeous. And you've got the silver. There's so many different colours in it. I mean, look at that. Can you just imagine if you put that through your machine? And it is great news, goodness me. And it doesn't shred. No, it doesn't shred the glitter. Oh my gosh. How many products have you brought? Look at that. There is nothing. And look at that. I've even got clean hands. Nothing at all. It's beautiful. So I've put that through with just with the Tim Holtz tag die. Oh, and even on these, they're just amazing. It picks up and embosses beautifully. I must say, I'm very impressed with that card. I'm impressed with all their products, to be fair. Hence why I'm here. So don't be shy. Order this stuff. Now, there's that many offers going on. Pop yourself on. Get yourself on. Get your newsletter. Get your 10%. Don't forget, when you check out, whack in that 10%. Some of you guys are actually forgetting to do that. That's extra money you're saving. You could put another pack of super smoothing, you know, for that. Right then, let's diddly about. Let's move things out the way. Oh, I did want to show you this. So, you know, if you haven't got, you've got the cutting. So if you order the grey board, now this is 200 microns. This is really thick. Now, I've put this just through. I've obviously measured and done myself a little spine. But all I've done is I've put it through my cutter. And it's cut enough to give me a format without having to think about cutting a piece separate with a knife and everything. So it will just score it enough to go through to bend without ripping or causing any damage. So don't think things are not obtainable when they are. So bear that one in mind. So I just wanted to show you that. So put that over there. Oh, I'm telling you what I'm doing all right there. 2,000, yeah. I know. Don't worry, I'll say all sorts, mate. I should be, let's have a look at this. I should be on medication, but I ain't. Oh, anyway, yeah, that's just lush. Yeah, honestly, that's fine. Honestly, that's really good news, isn't it? Absolutely fabulous news. Now, there's that many different cards. This stuff, though, 120 GSM, it is paper. You've got 120, you've got 160 as well, and you've got 200. Now, any of these papers will work absolutely perfectly for envelopes. Now, as daft as you think, envelope, really? Yes, because if you're going to make a little card, it's nice to do an envelope, and these are sturdy enough to go through, you know, one of them envelope cutters, and it does all this, that and the other, or they're easy enough to make. But don't just think it's got to be 300, because sometimes when you're bending it, it'll crease and crack and that. Even though it's a damn good card, the lesser GSM is a lot more easier to play around with. So I've done a couple of envelopes which I want to pop together, and then I've done the size of the paper I used there. So it was off an A4. I've done 8 1/4 by 8 1/4, and it gave me, well, obviously it gave me a square, but it gave me that lovely amount, which works perfectly for getting the A5. Now, I've got the A5 that's in 300 super smooth, and I've just halved it into an A6, and that will fit perfectly into my journal as well as perfectly into these envelopes. So envelopes are really easy to do. So realistically, Pink Frog have got all the products you need to add into any journals or any of your art projects or anything like that. Now, I had all of this is with the grey board, the little tags on here, the little bits, and I entered one of those lovely little, oh, there's me, hello me. I'm going to try and do it that way so you're not seeing me. Gosh, how frightening would that be? But I've actually put that in there just to show you that you could get 2 or 3 in here. So you could have yourself a little, you could doodle about, you could put 2 or 3 pockets in there, and that would hold a good 3 or 4 cards, and you could put some in the back as well. And all I've done here is I've put some white card down, and then I've just done a random stamp, so it's really random and messy. But I want to layer over this now with that stencil, which I made out of the film. I always forget what it's called, bless you. So I want it to sort of marry up with what we've got here. Now, the colours I've used in this are greens and sort of, let's have a look. I've used mahogany, I've used oxides because I like my oxides. So I have used aged mahogany and tea dye, 2 beautiful colours. And then peel paint, and I tell you what, let's do a bit of crackled pistachio. We'll keep that sort of really nice. Hi Val, thanks for joining. We'll keep it sort of a sort of calmish sort of colour. We might even add other bits and bobs as we go, but I'm just going to show you. We'll crack onto the cards in a minute because I'm just mindful of time, and I can talk for England, unfortunately, so I don't want to sort of keep you waylaid when you're actually here to watch something happen. It might help, mightn't it, really? So I've cut this out. Now, honestly, this stuff, it's really good. I mean, even if you want to just cut little circles out and have sort of, you know, there's so many different effects that you can actually have with this. It really is absolutely fabulous. So if you've got the time and effort, or even the machinery, definitely consider this, because it is really, really, really strong stuff. Now I'm just going to do a nice little bit of shading just to build up these back and front pages. And all I've done here is I've just popped a little bit of that elastication in there. Oh, look, my little frog's done dive. Yeah, and honestly, those shoes are to die for. I wish I had a pair of them. I don't know. Whoop, aye. Here we go. We're off. That's what happens when you start messing with frogs. Love it. Right, so this might get a bit messy. Might not. Let's get me a brush, though. Let's have a play around with a bit of ink, shall we? Right, so let's get some greens. We need some green brushes. I'm going to get brown because that will complement that quite nicely. Well, yes, it will go through the big shot. Now, what I'm going to be totally transparent, open and honest with you. If you put it through the big shot, you will need to just peel off the backing layer. So if you put it through, you might find it doesn't go all the way through. So it was hit and miss depending on what dye I was using. But if you just peel off one little bit of the back, let me just see if I can. Right, I've got a little bit of spare here, as you can see. Now, if you just peel, if you just get the corner, yeah, and if you peel that off in one, it will come off in one as well. That will go through the Big Shot, no problem at all. And you've still not lost any of that depth and that rigidity, because when you're making journals, sometimes if you do 1mm 1.5, it don't last, it bows. And this 200 is the dog's danglies. Okay, so if you just take that off and then you're left with that, it is worth it. So, and that comes off in one. Obviously this is a cut piece, so it's going to sort of a bit of a doodah, but there you go, just so you can see. All right, and to be fair, no problem at all. Yeah, no issues, no concerns. And you can have that as your inner, where you've got the smooth on the outer, and then you're going to cover the inner anyway with paper, etc., tape. All right, so I'm being totally transparent with you. That's my little tip trick. You just got to take that one off if you're going through the Big Shot. I've got a Big Shot, and that's exactly what I've done, Christine. All right, so that covers that. Yeah. Oh, the stencil film. Yeah, the stencil film will go through. It should have been a bit more clear than that then. Yes, the stencil film will go through. And it'll make brilliant sort of, whatever dyes you've got, they can be used. Yes, here we go. we're on it. We're on it. I'm gonna create while you're chatting stencil films. Yes. So it's quite funny actually. I'll just get the wrong end of any stick. Don't worry. I won't hurt you. I won't hurt you. Okay, so let's just have a play around a second. So all I want to do here is just bring a little bit of other colour in to complement. Now I'm just going to put that there so I've got a bit of pressure. There we go, beautiful. But yeah, I mean, if you've got a decent dye, I mean, buy legit with some stuff, you know. Each to their own and everything. But yeah, I must admit, some of the Britannia dyes are absolutely fantastic. The doily goes through. Sorry. It's all right, Christine. I have them moments all the time. So, I mean, from that, look at that already. We've got that beautiful layering going on. And then you can add another colour. You can do a green on there, etc. But I just want to sort of bring it together just with different elements. But yeah, the film's really good. Yep, please have a go. Pop it in. Play around with it. You won't be disappointed. I mean, again, it depends on what you want to create as well. But yeah, to do stuff like this all day long. And I suppose, especially if you've got a really good detailed die as well, it just means you might find that you'll have a good picker tool, basically. So, is everybody enjoying the sunshine? I know where I am in sunny Wolverhampton. It's actually quite a beautiful day. I'm quite sure wherever you are, you should be sitting in the garden with a martini, maybe. Not sure. You love butterfly. Oh, Krista, honestly, there's some fabulous stencils and dyes. You know, it really does. It adds so much depth. So you just got that mass of green, and then you've just got them lovely pops of colour. Absolutely brilliant. I'm just going to pop a little bit of tea dye through, just to... Sometimes you just got to have a little bit of a complementary, you know, if we're going to put it down. It's more like a peach, really, this is. Such a complementary colour. It goes really well with the greens. So, let me just pop a little bit through the front. And then we can start putting some... oh, dear, oh, Annette, bless you. I'm so glad with your news, though, Annette. That's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Now, this goes brilliant with this, like rose gold cup of tea here. Oh, go on, Val. I'll have a cup of hot water. I do like hot water. So already now that's complementing. So that inner goes through beautiful with that it's like a rose gold. It's stunning, absolutely stunning effect. And then depending on what you want to do with the paper, you can stamp as we go through, and which we'll do because I want things to be complementary running through. So again, there's a lot of, oh, ginger and lemon, very nice. Hot here, had a cabbage, white, oh, okay, very nice. You found me, Ali, yay, woohoo, made it. You haven't missed much, honestly, just me waffling as you do. But, right, so let's get some little notelets put together because we've got all these lovely little things to go. Anyway, I hope you're well, Ali. You've been up, hopefully you've got sunshine wherever you are. Let me, oh, here they am. See, this is where I'll lose my head now. Right, so let's get some of these lovely stamps. And now I've already done this envelope. Me too, I can't see the sunshine though, but I know it's there. Oh, are you stuck in that office, you poor devil? Dear me, I'm sure he's changed you to that counter. I'm sure of it. Bless you. So I am going to make, from scratch, an envelope and a little cardlet, and I want to put them in to complement that lovely journal that I've made. Now, as I said, I'm not going to show you how to make a journal because Dawn shows you the most amazing journals. What I might do is not next Friday, coming the Friday after when I'm on, I might show you how to do a box. That would be quite cool, actually. So that would be nice. So I'm going to start with the envelope first. I'm going to see, yes, no, it's shocking. Hi, Ellie. Shocking. I'm sure he's changed you there, sweet. I feel for you. So I'm going to do a little light. I do love this colour. Crackle Pistachios. Just got that sort of summer vibe to it, hasn't it? So I'm going to keep this open. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to gently pull the colour around. Now this is with the 120 GSM. And it's absolutely fabulous. I mean, I know it's not 300, but I'm not shy to put water on this either. And that's what you've got to think about when you're actually building up. Of course, Mr. Evil, evil Mr. Frog. You'll be sitting there with your cat on your lap, ain't it? Bless you. No. Oh, dear me. It's all good fun. Right, so we just want to get that sort of feathered background, and then while we've got the card, because we want everything to complement, so I'm going to do everything together just to show how quickly and easy you can actually put your cards and little notelets all together. So I'm going to do it again, making sure it's opening on the right way. Let's bring it over so you can see. So I'm going to sort of buff the corners a little. Why not? Let's put some colour running through this. Such a calming and very spring-like colour with the greens. I mean, you can get quite a dark colour, but it's nice just to pop that lightness through. There we go. Let's pop this in. And there's so many different variants with green. This one has got sort of more of a hint of like a yellow running through it. And to be fair, we need a little bit maybe. So we've got those on there going nicely. I might actually just bring this sort of peach colour in, which is tea dye. Even though it doesn't look peach, when you put it down, it complements lovely. And I just want to bring those corners just to lighten it out, just a little. Now, obviously, this is my 300 Super Smooth, which I absolutely adore. So I know that if I did want to pop a bit of water on and do a bit, we can do that. Hi, Ruth. I didn't see you pop up. I do apologise, my sweet. Hope you're well. Now I'm going to, let's put that over there in the bin. Hello, sir. There's no such thing as late. You're here, my darling. That's the main thing. We don't do them words here. Honestly, this she wants to be like lime spot in the spotlight. This one does. Goodness me, stay over there. Honestly, she's going to watch over. Crumbs. Diva. I quite like my little mascot though. Oh, dear me. Oh, gosh. Look on. Yes, it is. It's a beautiful shade. It complements things so much. You know, normally I do like antique linen and stuff, but sometimes you think to yourself, there's colours that need to be out there more. Love the frog, honestly. Well, as I've got my first little bit on pink frog, Mum made a pink frog. I'll just show you quickly. Got the shoes, aren't they to die for? It's got a little book, honestly, unbelievable. But yeah, crazy. You can see where I'll get my madness from, isn't it? Let me just put this over here. Stay. We need. She's watching over there. Then there. Let's pop her up there. I don't want ink on her. I'll end up turning the pink frog into like a gunky colour. Hello, Denise. How are you, my sweet? Right, so that's all we're doing. It's just 4 colours. I like it. I might have to put a bit of. Let me just grab a bit of. Oh, let's really go for it. I'm going to put a little bit of kitsch now. It's one of them, you know, like pink. I do like my pink, but I'm just thinking, just a hint, just to bring that peach sort of effect out. And then, you know, with a nice bit of water running through that, I think that will look really nice. I think it's just getting that blend right. Yeah, that's going to look really nice. So it might not look as a good of a mix at the minute, but it will do. And let's just pop it on this end. This envelope's going to look proper like, whoa. Let's have a play with that. So let's have a look at what beautiful stamps we've got now. So I brought that pink into, I'm going to put the colours up there out the way. Right, so, I mean, I am going to do some with the butterfly on, and I'm going to do another one gently with that one, isn't it? And then I'm going to do some with the absolutely beautiful flowers. So first things first, let's get Nocturne out, because I do want this to be a pop, sort of a nice burst of colour. So let me just pop that there. Oh, let me just do that there. Righty ho, there we go. Right then, so I've got quite a large pad, because the one butterfly it's a good size, to be fair. Now if you haven't got this set, I definitely say to, because I mean you've got 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 stamps on there. Wow. Woohoo. Hi Celia, hope you're well. Oh, honestly, you've had a good day. I'm glad to hear it. It's beautiful weather out there. You should be out in the garden with either a nice glass of champagne, gin and tonic. Somebody's got cups of teas. You know, so hopefully you're just sitting out and enjoying, yeah? Because that's the sort of weather we're at today. So I've got a nice juicy pad. It always helps, you know. So let me just pop that on there. I'm going to move the envelope out the way, because I don't want to... Oh, move the envelope, move you. There you go. Ooh, head wobble. Let me get a bit of paper. This is what happens when you're used to a setup, and then I've moved my setup, and it's like, oh, I don't know. Yes, no, honestly, get yourself out there. The set with this, I'll show you as much on this set as I possibly can, so you can actually play around with it. But there we go. I am going to pop that on an angle. I can't say my words properly. Wow, wait. Oh, wait, you. So there you go. So that's one bit there. Beautiful. Look at that. Absolutely good. I mean, that in itself is fabulous. Love the the butterfly wishes set. It's a stunning set. It really is. Let me grab a bit of tissue. Look at this. I'm sort of prepared. Not. Right, that's that. Okay. There's so many different... I mean, if you haven't had a look on their site, pop yourself over on their site. And there is some absolutely fabulous stamps. Perfect to add to any collection, if I'm honest. Absolutely perfect. And I know that they're working on other. 4 of the bog... Oh, there we go. 4 of the bog off deals finish at midnight tonight. Oh my gosh. Now, if you're not sure, get yourself on that page and have a look through. It is definitely worth your while. I'm going to just have a look, see what this looks like if I'm going to do a bit of finger stamping. So let me just have a little... Oh yeah, we'll have a bit of that. Let's have a look. Let me do it like that, I think. Yeah, we'll have a bit of a moment on this. So pop yourself onto the site. And don't be shy, have a look at what offers are on there. There is some really good ones, to be fair. I mean, buy one, get one free. Some of the cost of some of this paper nowadays, you know, get yourself stocked up while you've got that offer on, definitely. Right, so we've got a little bit of I'm going to do sort of a grunge-esque sort of type. Now, I'm going to do the envelope in a minute. I just want to see what carnage I can cause on this first. Now, I love splodges and splatters. So this one is absolutely gorgeous. Let me try and just locate a smaller... There we go. That will do for me. So I've got the larger one because of the butterfly. Because you need a decent sized... But, oh, look at this. This is just amazing. Look at that. So we've got a little butterfly. We've got a splodge. We've got a big butterfly. How beautiful is that? Love it. And then we've got like little... Now, these have definitely got to... This little bit of sort of crisscross hatching. Yeah. Let's just pop a little bit of that on here. Oh, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? And I mean, just don't be shy. Just see where it lands, you know. And then, I mean, why not? Let's pop a little bit inside the card. Because it hasn't got to be just that front cover that you address. It's nice to actually just have a little bit of a complementary little bit down. We can always put a little bit of offcut in there if you just go a little bit too OTT, which I clearly am going inside the card. But hey, nobody says it has to be perfectly white and it has to be a certain way. Not in my eyes anyway. I don't think I've ever done anything like that where it's been immaculately perfect and it's like, woo. I said, this is nice as well. These rings, you know, like when you have the rings and you think to yourself, oh, I've just dropped my coffee cup down. Let's just put a bit of this grunge in here. Love it. Absolutely love it. So this is going to be the inside. And like I say, we can get a scrap piece of white in there. But let me just bring this in. I like just where those circles. So let's just build up that little bit of grunge in that corner. Let's just complement that there. So already, I mean, from this one set, we've already got a selection of these stamps on there. And we haven't even touched the envelope yet. So I'm going to leave that there a second. And let's actually have a look at the actual envelope. Now, let me get my little bone folder. I forget my name, so I've had to write it on, just so I remember who I am. There we go. So let's pop them over there. Now, I ain't too worried if I get fingerprints all on this. That's just me. If you aren't already, sign up. Yes, sign up for your newsletter, people. And then, although you got bog off as well, you get an extra 10% off your order as well. So please put the code in. Oh, you're calling dibs? Go on, gal. That's the stuff. Hey, love it. This will be nice, actually, to be fair. Fair play, calling dibs. Right then, so let's complement this card with an envelope now. So I've got to have a main image and then I want a bit of grunge around that. And I want to do this on the envelope. But I'm going to open it again because I want to know that it's going to follow the actual theme. So I'm going to put that there. And let's get that large butterfly again. This is an absolutely stunning set. It'll accompany any of what you've already got. I will be shopping in a mo. Go on, girl. I don't blame you. Know something, when you've got offers like this, you'll be daft not to. Honestly, it's worth it all day long. So I'm going to put the body there, and I'm just going to kick that out a little bit. There we go. So for me, when that now folds, we've got that lovely butterfly corner. Look at that. But then if we can also see how it's going to follow around. And it's nice to have something that continues round with the design. So, let me just wipe that off a minute. There we go. You'll be shopping at the minute. I'm going to be interested to see what you actually buy. It'll be an interesting one. I'm going to put a bit of this grunge on. So, a lot of this now is me just going to be, realistically, a bit of finger stamping, a bit of mess. But I just want to just complement what we've got on the card, just to bring it round in little places. And if you do put a fingerprint on, which, come on, when you're crafting like how I craft, you're going to end up with more than a fingerprint in places, I'm quite sure. And it covers it up brilliantly. These are absolutely fabulous little stamps, which will just sort of bring your collection together really nicely. So first, second, third, fourth and fifth generation, just splat it on. Now I am going to use some of these little smaller ones. Why not? And again, I'm just going to, before I print off, I want to see for one how it goes on. Oh, that's an unusual one. I like it. So let's just bring some of these edges in now. There we go. And the thing with this, you know for a fact that nobody else is going to have a set like this, because this is going to be totally unique to you because it's handcrafted. Nothing better than receiving a gift of somebody that's put time and effort into making something for you. I think it's absolutely fabulous when people do that. Now that's going to be obviously the top part of my envelope, so I'm just going to do a little bit of grunge, but I want a butterfly up here as well. Yeah, this is a lovely little stamp. Absolutely fabulous. Nice little filler. Hello Carolyn, how are you my sweet? Thank you for joining us. Right, I'm going to get one of those. I'm I'm gonna keep it in keeping with what I've put on the bigger card. Naughty Leesa, then I nearly changed it up a little bit. And I'm actually gonna stick it down on there. Goodness me. I'm gonna behave myself here. So I'm gonna bring that down. Yeah, and then I'm thinking, well, I've one like so. I'm thinking symmetry now. I'm thinking, oh, that's pretty. Right, and then we're just going to go crazy now with the rest of it. So it's nice to see so many of you in here as well. I thought you'd all be basking out in the sunshine. So thank you for joining. Absolutely fabulous. Let's just pop this around here. So the envelope is starting to take shape now. I'm quite liking all the grunginess. Now, depending on the sort of crafter you are, you might think to yourself, oh, I might like a bit of glitter. You might want a bit of foiling on there. You know, you might want a bit of embossing, anything like that. You can quite easily add to your collection. There's plenty of stuff in the shop. You've got embossing powders, you've got gluers. And talking of glues and applicators, I'll show you now anyway. This honestly, don't take much to make me go, oh, wow. Sad inside. But there we go. Look at that envelope card. Perfecto. So little old me here. I must admit, right, so you've got an array of their bottles, yeah. Now unfortunately Mum's robbed me other one, so I had 2 of them and I got 2 of them, yeah. But they're brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Now I'm doing a bit of fine detail work. So the blue is the very fine line one, and these ones are a little bit thicker. You can tell I use this one a lot because it's nearly empty. I'm going through glue like nobody's business, but I'm saving so much using this because it's that fine application. I'm not literally spreading it out like there's no tomorrow like I normally would do. So I'm finding that it's like, yay, brilliant. I've been looking at, honestly, Denise, I'm not just saying it because I'm on here. I mean, this is it. This is the worst bit. The little thing going into there. So if your eyesight's a little bit iffy, that's the bit that's going to get you. That bit, yeah. But these really are. Let me just. I've got varifocals on some of. There you go. In. Once it's in, it ain't clogging, and they really are precision. Brilliant. I mean, look at that. It doesn't take longer either for that glue, and this is the Pink Frog glue. It's absolutely brilliant stuff. No, there you go, that's in, done, dusted, yeah, perfect. And then you could use some of the red line tape, the Pink Frog red line tape. It is grows very quick. You know that well, don't you, Mum, because you use it. So we've got that. I mean, look at that, how gorgeous is that as a set? There you go, look at that, absolutely beautiful. But let's flick a bit of water on there. So let me just get my water brush, because like I say, it's not the same if we haven't got a little bit of water running through it and just giving it that little bit of oomph. It dries very quick, and it is so worth the time and getting it and adding it to your collection. I've used a lot of glues over the time, same as papers, and I'm not just saying it is good. It does exactly what you need it to do, and quick as well. So yeah, the glue bottles I definitely recommend. But yeah, now look at that, stunning. What is the difference between PVA and EVA? I have no idea. I'm sure one of these lovely people, Kimberly or Andy, will absolutely say straight off, you know, like bam, it's going to be that. And unfortunately, I don't know. So let me just say, no, that's not. Oh, I'll tell you what, maybe. It's fabulous. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Let me just get a bit of card. Let me get a bit of scrap. I just want to cut out a little bit of something there, maybe. Let me have a look. Oh, there you go. I've got a bit of Pink Frog there. That'll do. Even better. Now, when you're picking up bits and pieces, you think, no, don't want that. Right, let me just get my cutter. So I'm sure somebody will tell us what the difference is between what and what sort of thing. The gluers, yeah. 3, I'm just going to go a little bit over, 1 second. I'm just thinking of a nice little piece. Let's have a look there, that one there, that bit there, just to make inside the card. I'm just thinking it'll complement it quite nice. Oh, I'm going to have to do it a bit, it's a bit squiffy, Slow work though. It's straight. That's the mate. There we go. PVA has a high water contact. EVA is low. So high tack, quick grab. There you go. That's all you need to hear. Quick grab. Right, just to show you, I'm just going to quickly, as you do, pop this into here. And obviously I've got my finger marks on the back. And when it goes on the back, it makes no difference. And if I've got finger marks on the front, again, look at that. That's all you need. A little scridging. And I'm just going to pop that in there because that will then give us that lovely area to write thank you, love you, you know, you're buying dinner tonight, I don't know, whatever you want to message them, yeah? So there you go. I mean, you can run an inner in as well with regards to a 120, cut it in there, pop it in, perfect, okay? So there's one little bit that we're going to put in there. Let me just put that, hold on a second, put that over there 1 minute. Let me get my lid on. Let me get that on there, sorted. Now then, let me have a check on my card. Because I've done one card, an envelope, and I think this just needs a Nat's Dewberry just taken off. So let me just take a nat off, as you do. So, which end do I want? I'm going to take the top end off. So when I'm looking, if I need to trim, I like my butterfly, so I'm not too bad to lose that. But it is literally a Nat's Dewberry, as you do. And that's in the good old Black Country Talk, that. There we go. Perfecto. Let's just pop that over there. Right then, because I don't want to make something and you think, oh, she hasn't even measured it up. Well, I hadn't measured it up, but it fits now. There we go. One beautiful little notelet, yeah? So if you ever forget to clean the nozzle and you glue and you have your open socket, yeah. Warm water is the key to everything. It's absolutely perfect. Now I'm just going to put a little bit of a splatter. Now, like I said, this is 120 grade, but I know because I've put plenty of water on this previously, there's not going to be any issues at all. So I've now got that matching envelope with a little bit of splatters on that's not going to cause me any issues or concerns. So let me just type that out. Perfect. Now look at that. How beautiful is that? And that's going to go in the journal. So let's just get the journal. And that complements this beautifully. So it's a memory journal that we made. And that will go in there. And let me just, you know, when you think to yourself, oh, did I measure this up? No, you didn't. Thank goodness it fits, eh? So there's one. And I'm going to put some, I'm going to use now the other stamp set. And I'm going to put in some beautiful flowers. So let's turn that over. So this was the Butterfly Wishes, and a great addition to your stamp collection. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 butterflies. You turn it around that way. I love it when you see a friend say, oh, it's all right, Trudy. No worries at all, sweetie. Pop it on ketchup. No worries. You enjoy your friend. Go and enjoy the weather. Glass of wine. One of them. Have some fun, sweetie. Right, I'm going to be nice and quick on this one because I'm mindful of time. So let's get that envelope. Let's get, you know when you push for time and you think to yourself, oh, crumbs, I've got my mate coming round, it's their birthday. What am I going to do? Let's whack a card together. This is how we're going to do it, yeah? So let's get the background on nice and quick. So I'm going to do peel paint. I'm going to keep the colours all the same. So we're going to keep that theme running. So let's have a look. Again, just think about the positioning. She's gone now. Oh, fabulous. You're staying then. Brilliant. Well, I've got like 15 minutes to make a card and an envelope. And I'm sure we're going to do it. So let's have a look. Now, hopefully you're enjoying the wedding. No, she's back. she's like the Scarlet Pimpernel. She's here, she's there, she's gone. Love it. There we are. Okay. So I'm happy with that. And while we're waiting, because we're doing like a bionic, like bum, bum, bum moment now. There we go. Pop a bit of water on that. I'm going to lift it because this is 120. I don't want to soak it. But I just want to show you in real time now. If you know your mate's coming round and you forgot to go to the shop and buy him a card, this is what you're going to do. You can make an envelope in seconds. So that's 8 1/4 by 8 1/4. Bring your corners in, etc, etc, yeah? So I'm just going to like blast around a nice bit of greenery on this one. Now this green's very, very calming. But I'm actually going to put a little bit of pink into this as well. Why not? Why not? Pink and green go so well together. Let's see if I've got the right combination now, because I've got an in your face and sort of a dull. Well, let's play. Well, it's one of them. If it don't work, it don't work. It might not be a nice friend we got turning up, but we can soon put a happy birthday on for them, isn't it? They won't know. Just smile at them. It's the best thing to do, isn't it? Okay. So I've got one eye on the clock now. I feel like I'm on like a program where it's like do 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 boo, you know, and then I'm going to poof and disappear. I'm liking that blend, to be fair. Let's just add a little bit of pink so it complements. So your envelope is going to complement the card. Now don't be too worried if you're going to see any sort of pull or pigment coming through. It adds to it in my eyes. I like sort of blemishes and like little bits, but it's only where the water's been that's affected the card. It's not down to the card at all. So it's just where the water's on there. So again, I'm quite liking the look of that. There we go. Dum dum dum. Now before I do anything, I'm going to just trim a gnat's ding dong off. Let me do that. Here we go. Right, there we are. And then I know that this card's going to fit straight in. We'll better. Countdown. Please don't. I'm not going to disappear. I'll disappear at 5 o'clock though. I'm only on 4 till 5. Because then otherwise the office staff will be locked in there forever and they won't be able to escape. I know, shocking. So again, I'm just going to quickly go over with the bone folder just to start bringing my envelope together. Now don't forget how quickly this glue dries. It's absolutely fantastic stuff. Yeah. In, done and dusted. And then obviously there's my top, middle and bottom. There we go. So, aye, wobble, wobble, diddle, dobble. So again, I'm going to do a complementary. Now, I am going to use black on this, but if you use green on green, it does look very nice and stylish. So I am going to, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Now, obviously with this one, you've got all those lovely sentiments. It's going to be good. So I love the size. Now, if ever you're unsure about how it's going to look on a card, that's going to go corner to corner. For me, that is good on the card. And then on the envelope, we can quite easily just do the little one. Or again, we can lie it down and maybe take it into the envelope. Or even take it up and over. You know, I mean, we can really bring it up, bring it down. It makes no difference. You sort of be creative. Be creative. So, if you're unsure, midnight tonight is the offers deadline. So, please, 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 while it's a bog off, buy one, get one free. If you're wondering what bog off is, I'm not swearing at you. It's buy one, get one free. Get yourself on there. Get yourself the bargains. Office staff. Oh, it's just you. Oh, my gosh, she needs to escape then. She's been there all day. Slave to the bone she has. I know exactly where she's been. Bless her cottons. So let's just pop that on nicely on there. Now there's a couple of different techniques you can do. Let's pop that on. Look at that. How stunning is that? Nice sentiment on there. Bob's your uncle. But let's take it a little bit further. Let me just bring that in. So we've got that complimentary envelope to match the card. Let's put that there. And sometimes you haven't got to use all the stamp either. So, you know, think about how you want it to look. Now, I quite like the fact that that's going to just fall over the edges, which is nice. So I'm going to bring that round. And then I'm going to re-stamp it. And I'm going to do the opposite bit as well. A6 on the 12. Oh, look at that. Grey board. Now, listen. Honestly, get the grey board if nothing else. Mind you, the watercolour card's amazing as well. And the adhesive, I mean, well, just, I don't know, crumbs. Though it's pointless listening to me. I'll get you into trouble. I'll just get you buying everything. Sorry. Oh, dear me. Right, I'm just going to sort of have a go at matching it up. New offers are, I know. Honestly, the new offers, get them out there, Kimberly, while we got people on. What are the new offers? Refresh us all. And I'm just going to add that on the envelope there as well. What are the new offers? Now, I have seen them. I think I've shared them as well. But just in case anybody's not seen them, what beautifulness have we got? Oh, I'm excited. I like offers. I love an offer. Let's just wipe that over there now. The suspense is killing me. Because there's a delay. I'm sitting here thinking, oh, what's the offer? And then before you know it, it's like, there you go. There you go. Countdown. I know. Countdown Crafton's high lease. I feel the tension. I know that this card is going to be done, glued and ready in the journal in tickety-boo time. So it's okay. I'm quite happy about this. I'm just going with the flow now. Now then, so let's get gluing first of all. Now then, let me get my little. Now I just, like I say, if you don't do any, the blue one's amazing, but you get them in a pack of 2. So it's whether you do this long bottle or you get the other one. I'll get you in a second. Hold on. You've got the choice of this bottle, like there's 2 of them, or you got that bottle, and I think there's alternates as well. So have a look on the site. They're both good. I like both of them. Right, so I'll tell you now, I've only just put that down and it's stuck. It's grabbed, it's done, it's tickety-boo, yeah? Bog off, what A4 watercolour. Wow, buy one, get one free. That's an amazing offer. Watercolour card is like, whew, silly. Craziness. I'm going to check now. Look at this. Did I do enough? Did I do enough? Let me have a look. I think I did, you know. Oh, yes, go on. And that's diddly doodah. Absolutely fabulous. Now, I'm just going to do something complimentary on the inside, because it's nice to have a bit of a complimentary stamp, isn't it? Let me just grab that. Come here. And I think I might have got these done. And I'm going to do it where I'm just going to tickle that little bit there. How gorgeous is that? Which glue is this? It is actually the Pink Frog EVA glue. It is amazing, and it's their bottles as well. So like I said, it is very, very quick grab. Can't fault it. I've used 3 or 4 of the products with gluers, and this is far superior. You know, it does exactly what it says. It's quick grabbing, it grabs quick, and it stays. It's good. It is very good. Okay, so I've got that nice bit of niceness in there. I'm just gonna tickle a bit of colouring. Why not? It looks sad with no colour. There you go. And you know something, just a hint on the corner is enough sometimes. You haven't got to think to yourself, oh, I'm going to go OTT. Let's do a nice little finishing touch though. Let me get some bleach out on this one. Let's give you a different effect. So we've got that beautiful envelope. We've had that little bit of water splatter on, which is fine. We'll do a bit of water splatter. However, I want to do a bleach out effect on this. So let me just put let's put my stamp back in the old pot. There you go, my old fruit batter. Away you go. I do love that. It's one of my favourite sets, that is. Absolutely perfect. Alongside that as well with the what's it? Let me get the bleach. And then I can get some quick little sentiments on to hopefully love a quick grab, honestly. It's got to be done. Okay, there we go. Let's get a brush. So this is bleach. It is a 1-to-1 ratio, which means 1 squirt of bleach to 1 squirt of water. That's exactly how I measure. I do not get a measuring jug and go how many millimetres of this to that. It's all done by eye, and it's a squirt. There you go, sorted. So I am not very artistically precise. No such word in my book. However, I do love... Hi, Sarah. I'm on the final countdown. Bless your cottons. Now, again, I've just put water on that, but if you wanted to just sprinkle a little bit of bleach on, away you go. Yeah? Flowers and Verses is one of Claire's. Oh, fabulous. Fabulous. So, let me just grab... let me grab a cloth first of all to say... Let's take the bleach off that. Now, I just love the way that bleach transforms the card. And it's pulled out and it's brought that image forward. Definitely. Yeah, you can all watch back on catch up. It will be available for you guys. Don't worry. It's one of them. We've all got lives. We've all got things to do. So, you know, it's okay. So, quickly. Oh, look at this. Let's have a look. We're going to have, laugh, I think. Oh no, we'll do love. Why not? Love means so much in so many different languages, but in today's language it's L-O-V-E, love. Oh dear mate, let me put that there a second. Oh, there we go. So let me pop that on there. There we go, look at that, beautiful. Oh. So again, I would mat and layer it. I would have put on a little bit of, you know, well, I don't know, something. Let me just do a drop shadow. I do like a drop shadow with these stamps because they're thick enough and they actually just bounce lovely. I do like a drop shadow. Yeah, now look at that. So if you just move it down an inch, well, not an inch, a midgin, look how that gives you that beautiful, beautiful drop shadow. Absolutely love it. Now, there we go. How quick and easy was that? Catch me breath. Woo. And it does fit. I've tried it. Yeah. Look, the graduation front is absolutely gorgeous. There you go. One envelope just to prove to you it fits in. But then you can colour it in. You know, again, if you're making these with the grandkids, you've got the Easter holidays. You can colour these in different designs. You can stamp it down, add the colour, let them play along with you. But let me put it into the journal. So we have got, it's a good job I didn't start making the journal. We'd still be making. We've got these beautiful additions. The pockets, you know, easy enough, like I say. Dawn makes the most amazing journals. Hello, Lisa. I can see my reflection. Let me just do it that way. But look at that for mirror card. That is absolutely fabulous. So we've got that gorgeous stamp and envelope and card, or cardlet. I mean, it could even be like little notelets in that sense. You know, you could do an array of these, and you could do this as a gift to somebody. You know, if somebody's got a birthday coming up, or an occasion, you could do it as wedding gifts or anything like that. Now, what I will say to you is, let me just quickly, where did I put those? Lovely. This is where you look around now and you think, oh, where have I put that? Where's that gone? Where are you gone? Let's have a look. Let me put that there a second. Let me move that there. Let me, there we go. Now, just so you could see is, you could quite easily add some of these beautiful, I mean, just look at that, the glitter card. I mean, how gorgeous is this? Perfect to get the grandkids out. They all love a bit of glitter, yeah? Look at that. So we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tags in with that as well. So there is a card and an envelope. There's 2 off, so that's 4. And then you've got all them tags. I mean, look at that. There's plenty of room in that yet to still go, yeah? So it just proves to you, get yourself that grey board while it's on offer. Buy one, get one free. That is an absolutely steal. Sorry, Ali. I'm just showing you, though, at the end of the day, this is what it's all about. Sharing's caring, yeah? So go and get yourselves on the site. There's links to everything on here with regards to this beautiful card. I mean, this mirror card's amazing. I mean, it is mirror as well. You can clearly see, hello. You can clearly see me in there. Right, the time is pimple past there, I think. So it just proves I can keep it to an hour. You're very welcome. Thanks for joining me over on Pink Frog. Apologies that we couldn't get onto YouTube, unfortunately. That's something I shall drop you a message, Andy, just to explain that one. But I will be back, not next Friday, the Friday after. I forgot the date. It's then, and it's after Easter. And we'll make some boxes. We'll make some boxes out of the grey board. We'll pop it together. We'll get some stamps on there. We'll have a nice collection. So I can't wait. So thank you ever so much for joining me over on Pink Frog. I'm hoping that you've enjoyed putting this journal together, making those lovely little cards and envelopes, and get your tags out. Get some of that glitter card. Get your mirror card. 25th. Thank you, Kimberly. Glad you're on the board. It's a good job you're locked in the office. Bless your cottons. So I'm going to go because she needs to escape and get home and enjoy the sunshine. So thank you all very much for joining me. Thank you so very much. Going out in the sunshine. Go and get your glass of wine now. And I shall see you again very soon. So take care, everybody. Bye-bye. Thank you.